Babe.
Yeah, babe?
I have a serious question for you, babe.
What's that, babe?
What would you say if I went over to a friend's house just to hang out, then his wife walked in, whipped those crazy things out and started breastfeeding in front of all of the guys? What would you say about that?
What? I would call that person an attention-seeking bitch.
Well, that's gonna be the topic of this video. We gotta talk about this, man. I saw this clip on Twitter, of all places, because, well, that's where all the crazy stuff happens. And I was like, you know what? I think this would make a great video for us to discuss. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it.
I know that you were upset with me when I was breastfeeding, so I just want to know what happened and why.
Why? Well, you got your tits out in front of my mates.
Well, I didn't though, did I? I was just breastfeeding our child.
I mean, depending whether you're dancing around a pole or feeding a baby, your tits right in front of my friends.
Right, so you're comparing me breastfeeding our child to me dancing around a pole?
No.
Okay, so what you was gonna say?
I was gonna say, have some self-respect. What the hell, there are other rooms. It's not like it's your place, even if it was someone else's place, right? Just leave the room and breastfeed your kid.
In privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree there. I think the main thing is the comparison between dancing on a pole to breastfeeding. That's a bad comparison, but I get his point. It's still inappropriate is what he's trying to say. And it's just kind of crazy that she is 100% trying to justify this in every way that she can. It's just disrespectful.
Yeah, and on top of it too, you're looking for people to...
What you mean? Attention? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, for attention, for people to agree with her.
Yeah. I think that's the reason why she's recording. Like, she's instantly recording and nothing really has like happened. It's not like a big argument or anything. She's just recording so she can post it on the internet and make it seem like her husband is like one of those crazy insecure guys. You know, they love to abuse that word.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is too, she knows she's in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not really, but did my friends or did my friends not see your tits?
No, of course they didn't.
I can assure you they did, because they commented on it.
Yeah, but they probably comment on it because, I don't know, I was feeding our kid, like literally grabbing a drink for 1 second.
No, fine, whatever, but I heard, alright, some mate says things like, can I have a go on the other one?
Well, that's not my problem.
Alright, so here's where I gotta say something here. Now, the friends are 100% in the wrong for making any type of inappropriate comments towards his wife.
Yeah.
I would break your fucking jaw if you were to do that shit. You know, at the end of the day, yes, she is wrong for coming to the room that they're in while breastfeeding. Her tit is out. It doesn't matter if you're breastfeeding or not. At the end of the day, it is still inappropriate. But then he also has to blame his friends for being pieces of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And his friend sounds very immature as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's like grown men sometimes, especially if you don't set boundaries with them. They get way too comfortable, you know.
And overstepping.
Exactly. And in your own home too, man. Like, I get having to talk to your wife about this because, yes, if she did not come into the room, this would never have happened. But at the end of the day, bro, you should still be fair and judge your friends equally for whatever inappropriate comments they've made.
Yeah.
Monkey baby.
That just sounds like...
Suddenly I fancy a drink of milk. My vegan friend said, well, that's me no longer vegan, give that milk.
That's inappropriate from them. That's not anything to do with me.
Well,
I'm in my own home.
well, you are in your own home.
No accountability.
Yeah.
You got to right. Of all the over 100 places I could think where you could go to feed the baby, why would you have to come? Why would you be in the place where my friends are when we're playing pool and stuff?
You know what? If you don't want your friends to see me feeding our child, don't do it here.
Now my friends have all seen.
All right. So that's the end of the clip there. I couldn't find the full thing, but here's the thing that I want to say. Right. I think prevention is better than cure. You know, if you could prevent yourself from, you know, eating those poison berries, you would never need an antidote. I think there's a lack of accountability on both sides here.
Yeah, that's true. And the ending of that video, right? So what she's trying to say, she'd run down to the basement if the friends were in the basement just to show her tits.
That's what I'm wondering. It's like they were in a room playing pool. You know, for you to come into that room is just kind of crazy to me. You know, she said she just went to grab a quick drink. I think, like, even if that's the case, call your husband and just ask him, you know.
Yeah. Just
call your husband and be like, yo, could you bring me a drink? I'm breastfeeding. Yeah. You know, I'm feeding the baby. He's not going to want to have his friends even see you semi-naked. So, of course, I think he would bring, you know, the drink for you. It just kind of blows my mind seeing so many people do dumb shit like this and then post it on the internet and expect the world not to judge them for it.
Yeah, and if it was switched, right, like he is in the grey sweatpants, the forbidden sweatpants, right? Mm-hmm. And he has his morning wood.
Yeah.
She's gossiping with her friends about her co-workers at
like
work,
he
right?
walks into the kitchen for like a drink or something.
Yeah, and that thing is slapping on his leg. You know, and they make comments about it. She would be pissed. Yeah. Yeah. Royally
exactly.
pissed and put it all on social media saying, look at the kind of man I have. Mm-hmm. You know,
I think that's where the double standard is too, because it's breastfeeding, it's automatically okay. I would understand if it's in public and you don't have any other options. So of course you take that chance to feed your baby. If you cover up as best as you can, feed the baby. But I think you're definitely gonna get a few people like glancing at you and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You still get the same comments as cover up yourself and whatnot, but yes, there's always an exception when you're in public because you won't always be prepared to be covered up.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I want to get into some of the comments. I see some people yapping about this on Twitter and I was like, okay, I need to check out some of these comments. So this person here says, the fact she's recording a private conversation like this what? The fact that she's recording a private conversation like this is everything I need to know. What the hell? I think I just had a Joe Biden moment. Holy shit. But yeah, I think recording it and putting it online again, I think is just a way to get people on her side.
And you're also sabotaging your relationship as well.
Yes. It's almost to like kind of throw shade at her husband. It's like what she's doing. It's just weird to me. Like, yeah, these things, just have these conversations like privately and like fix your fucking relationship.
Yeah, why would you want to bring strangers into your relationship as if they would have anything good to say, you know? They would more want to drive you guys apart because they're unhappy with their lives.
Exactly.
Most of them, I would say.
Alright, so this other person says, girl, go into a room and breastfeed your kid in private. Would you feel comfortable doing that anyways? Right? I think they were trying to say, wouldn't you feel comfortable? But yeah, I think like we get the point. Like, go into a private room. I 100% agree. Like, why would you put yourself in a position to be around guys? They're gonna have these straight faces, but in the back of their minds, they're thinking like this. They're like, titty. You know, like, some of these guys are super immature, and again, in my opinion, they really need to shut the fuck up when they see stuff like this happening. Like, just be a grown man. And it is just disgusting seeing grown people act this way. But anyway, let's go on to the next comments.
He has friends over to play pool and she went to where they were and popped a titty and surprised by his reaction.
Exactly, bro. Like I had like the side eye the entire time when I was listening to it. Now again, I think there's wrong on both sides here because the guy also isn't taking accountability for his friends and their inappropriate comments.
Yeah, I don't putting them in their place.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck how long we've been friends. You will get slapped the fuck up if you make any inappropriate comments about my wife. At the end of the day, that's why you should have boundaries in every relationship you're in. Whether it be friends, family, or loved ones, intimate, significant others. Boundaries are there for a reason, you know? So this is the last comment here.
I agree with the boyfriend. There is no reason in the world you cannot excuse yourself and feed a baby in the bedroom or nursery. I certainly didn't want my tits out whilst nursing my son.
Exactly, bro. Imagine she's like nursing and just giving you the creepy horror movie stare and a smile on her face. That's
More
not
people with like common sense knows that they should have, you know, self-respect, but that goes out of her brain for some reason.
Yeah, like some of these people, they just genuinely don't think. They really don't think. They don't think about how these things can negatively affect their relationships. They just don't think about, you know, about anything other than what they want to do. And then when you call them out on it, it's like, oh my god, how dare you? Like, I'm the victim here. It's like, no, the fuck you ain't.
Yeah, you know, she caused it and it's like, no, I didn't cause it, they did.
Yeah.
If she didn't go into the room and pull out her tits and they were making comments about it, if they had never seen it, they would totally only be in the wrong alone. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, again, prevention is better than a cure. You know, you don't need to worry about medical attention because you were mauled by a lion if you chose not to jump in the lion's cage at the zoo. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to worry about these things if you just prevent it. And it just is what it is, man. So if you all agree with what we said in this video, please hit that subscribe button. We are aiming to get to 10k subscribers by the end of the year. So I think it's a very realistic goal. So if you all want to help us out with that, go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you agree.
And if you do subscribe and you would like a free character in my comic book, all you gotta do is tell me in the comments below. You might recognize this guy. He is Preach from the Abba and Preach channel. I talk to them every now and then on Discord, on their Discord, and I asked them if they would be interested. And yeah, surprisingly, Abba and Preach said they would be cool if they got a character. I even met like a bunch of other super cool people on here. So all you gotta do is add me. And you have to be 18 years and older to get a character. I do not care how much you love comics. It's an adult comic. If you are not 18, I am not putting you in the comic, okay? I don't know how many times I need to say this, but yeah, if you would like your face censored as well, like in this person's version of this character here, just let me know and I will censor the face for you. But besides that, I want you guys to all have a good rest of your day. Later.